Hey, everybody. It is Lolita E. Walker. I am so excited to be with you today. This is our 10-minute powwow, and I'm going to hit you with 10 minutes. I would love for you to come on into the room. We are live in my private Facebook group. We are live on LinkedIn, and we are live on YouTube. And I'm so excited to see you. I hope you had an amazing weekend. How are you? If you are coming into the room, go ahead and let me know you are here. If you are on Facebook, sometimes if you didn't go through StreamYard, it will not tell me who you are. So just go ahead and write that in the comment as well. Today, in these 10 minutes, we are talking about you were made for this moment right here. No matter what circumstance you find yourself within, no matter what it is you're going through, no matter what accolades you are celebrating, what if you looked at it like you were made for this moment right here? And what prompted me to talk about this? Well, a couple things. One is I have a client I was talking to last week, and as we were talking, she was saying about a couple of things that she was really anxious about, and she didn't necessarily feel that this was in her wheelhouse to be able to do. I said, but what if? What if you were made for this moment? What if the strengths that you possess, the experiences that you had, the extraordinary things that's happened in your life have really prepared you for this? So let's talk about what you're bringing to the table. And as I run for this office, I'm like, you were made for this thing right here. So what if you knew that you were made for this thing right here? Hey, Lynn Luckett, how are you? How are you? Hey, present and accounted for. I'm so glad you are here. And then once again, I was counting down the clock, Hunte. Well, I am glad you are here today too for this Power 10 Minutes. Today, we are talking about what if you were made for this moment right here? Doesn't it change your thinking? Doesn't it shift how you walk, talk, and you behave? And so the question for today is, what if you knew inside of this moment right here that you were made for this? So I'm going to give you an exercise for you to think through. Okay. I'm trying to find, one second. Here it is. Yeah. Right. Welcome to Coaching Cocktails and Conversations. For all of you all who are new around here, I am Lolita E. Walker. I am a certified life leadership and executive coach. I am a business owner. I'm a podcaster. I'm now a candidate for public office for the Board of Education, District 9 in Prince George's County. And I'm so excited to come to you once again for Coaching Cocktails and Conversations. It's more than a podcast. It's more than my group coaching program. It's more than a free Zoom every other week. Coaching Cocktails and Conversations is an entire movement. And the reason is because coaching is where I just leave you with a couple nuggets just to challenge your thinking. Cocktails is about celebrating the greatness of who you are when you choose to show up right here inside of this moment around what I call my kitchen table. And then conversations is the juiciness that we have every single time you show up. And today we are live in Facebook, we're live LinkedIn and YouTube. And Christina Howard, how are you? Yes, I had to pop in. I was made for this moment. Yes, you are. So if I had you think about what is one strength that you bring to the table, what would you say? And then how are you leveraging that in this moment, in this time? Now, one of my core strengths is that I drive clarity in whatever I do. I really try to get to the smallest point so that I can affect change right there. That comes from my engineering background, probably comes from my upbringing. It comes from my parents kind of asking me why, and really getting really clear. So one of my strengths is really driving clarity in every single thing that I do. So if that's the case, right? I am clarity. I am clarity. I am clarity because I'm going to own it. I am clarity. I drive to the lowest point in any and everything that I do so that I can ensure that I'm going to bring all of me to the table. All right. You see what I did there? I not only gave you my strength, but I told you why that is my strength and how I've shown up in it. So anytime doubt and fear and anxiety and stress wants to come my way, guess what? I already know. Come on now, Jessica. Yes, clarity is the key. Clarity is the key. My ability to effectively communicate in written and oral fashion. I love that. So what Lynn Luckett said is that she is an effective communicator. And she knows that because it shows up in her written and oral fashion. So what I would say to her is, how exactly are you ensuring that that's going to show up in you today? Right? If you are a strong communicator, an effective communicator, then how now will you drive with intention of showing up in that communication today, whether you're at work, at life, at home? So for me, what I will say is for clarity. All right, Lolita, I want you to get clear on your day. I want you to start with that intention as you walk into that day. Right? It makes sense because when you start with an intention, when you understand your why, when you understand that you've done it before, then guess what? It's a full circle. And now clarity plus confidence equals the commitment of how you're going to show up. Right? That, according to Lolita E. Walker, is my 3C equation for success in life and at home. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right. Yes. And Jessica said, love the topic. And I love that you were here. I love the topic too. If anybody wants to go ahead and throw in your strength and how you've demonstrated it, guess what? Tell me. And we'll knock it out within these 10 minutes. Okay. Now, I don't aim to keep you long. I come to power your day, right? I come to power your day and ensure that you are going to start with intention and you're going to act in it. So Tia said intentional speak, very important. Absolutely. Absolutely. Why are we talking to ourselves like we don't have any sense? Right? No, you speak life over yourself. You speak in the affirmative. And yes, everything is not positive all the time, but when you speak it because you see it, you've got to vision it first. And so, whether you're at work right now, whether you're at home right now, whether you're just kind of thinking about life, I want you to really grab it, take hold of it, and understand your why. Yes, Jessica said the power of your why. Understanding the power of your why. Dig deep is so important, you all. And I'm so excited to see you here. One of the things that my client was also talking about is this anxiousness. And I know Lynn Luckett, this is one of her favorite poems that I have in my book. So I am going to read a piece of that today. My book, Can We Talk? Can y'all see it? Yep. Can We Talk? Letters and Poems to Reclaim a Bolder You. And this is for anybody that you might not even know that you're sitting in anxiousness right now. Okay. Speak life. Absolutely. Okay. So this is for you. All right. It's on page 18, you all, if in fact you have my book. Or yeah, actually it's not that long. I'll read the whole thing. Okay. This is for you. Today, in case you are just getting here, we are talking about what if you knew that you were made for this moment right here and right now? This moment right here and right now, this moment with you sitting right here, this moment when you're listening to this replay, this moment when you're on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube, knowing that you, yes, you were made for this moment right here and right now. I want you to lean into it with your strengths, understand what those strengths are. Hey, sis, love you back. Love you back. I love it. So Lynn Luckett said, I have to communicate to me clearly. Yes, and concisely as I plan and prepare for whatever I'm embracing. Yes, I have to speak it and write it. You got to speak it, you got to write it, you got to vision it, you got to post it. Absolutely. You got to come back to it every single day because sometimes in those moments, y'all, we don't feel like it's going to be okay. But when we remember, in Lynn Luckett's case, that she's an effective communicator, when she's bogged down and she's not ready to talk to her manager, she's got to get it together, take a deep breath, and recognize and realize that I am an effective communicator and I will concisely and clearly write this thing down so that I can see it, so that I can receive it now, so that I can say it and it can be received and understood. Right? What is your strength that you're driving in today? What is your strength that you'll leverage throughout the course of this week intentionally? I was going to say internally, intentionally. All right. You ready? Dear anxiousness. Ready? Let me bring it over here. Okay. Dear anxiousness, can we talk? Last night I couldn't sleep. I tossed and I turned as my heart pounded like the drums of my ancestors. My blood raced. It filled my veins with the urgency of now. My mind fluttered. I was fighting confusion of what this war would and could be. Could I build a legacy? My lips curled as I asked God to lead me on a plight to fight for freedom. My freedom. Will my freedom ring from the mountaintops or fall in the rivers that flow from east to west? I ask myself if I am doing my best, dear Lord. As the light of the sun shone through my window, I hear the chanting of my tribe. I feel the intensity of now, realizing that I am ready. Can you smell the freedom? On the other side of your mind is a tribe that stands for you. There is a war of words, thoughts, energies of my mind. I am seeking to find me. With my army by my side, my intention cannot hide. My anxiety will subside because my God is leading the way. I check my intentions and I smell victory. The history of yesterdays and the stench of ignorant ways. My senses are on high. I hear the birds sing with increasingly wild cries. I feel the girth from the earth. Can you feel it? My birthright has begun to rise inside of me. I feel the fire that is across the land where we will celebrate the seven signs of completion. I touch my neighbor with the principle of Ephesians, the unity of these bodies fighting as one. I smell victory. Close your eyes and breathe. You are standing right here. So, dear anxiousness, can we talk? This is to you for me. I love you, Lolita. And I want to leave that with you today because you were made for this moment. I want you to talk to dear anxiousness and let dear anxiousness know, guess what? I was made for this moment. So I will walk, talk, and behave differently. I will. I am. Oh, girl, you are my bounty, my quicker picker upper. Come on now. Absolutely. I love it. I hope each of you all today who were able to come live absolutely feel the power that is in this pause right here. I thank you for coming right here, right now. You can do a couple of things. Let's stay connected. Let's stay connected. If this is your first time seeing me, guess what? Come on back. You can go to lolitawalker.com and I'd love to pour into you. Okay. If you need a power speaker in your organizations, guess what? Look no further. I am right here. Okay. We're driving clarity. We're driving confidence. We're driving commitment. We are showing up in all of us, right? Lean on your strengths. Show up because what if this moment was your moment? Absolutely, Jessica. Thank you so much for coming by. River Scott, thank you so much for coming by. I will see you guys later this week. All right. Stay connected, and I cannot wait to pour into you as you pour into me. Leave me a message and let's get it going. LolitaWalker.com. Bye.